If you have someone in the family line that was a Spanish citizen, you might be eligible for Spanish citizenship by descent. Hi, my name is Sadifa. I am a strategy team lead here at Nomad Capitalist, and today we're going to be talking about Spanish citizenship by descent. Now, Spain is a beautiful country, and obviously it has a very strong passport. So if you can qualify for Spanish citizenship by descent, it would be a great route to take. Before we get started, if you want to keep up with the newest information and you want to learn more about similar programs, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. To be recognized as a natural-born Spaniard, you don't actually have to be born in Spanish soil. The citizenship law or citizenship by descent law in Spain claims that even if you're born outside of Spain, but you're born to Spanish parents, so even if your mother or father are Spanish, you can qualify for citizenship by descent and you can start the process to obtain your passport. Although even if your parents are not Spanish, but you were actually born on Spanish soil, you can claim citizenship that way as well. So there is a recently approved law that shows who is actually eligible for Spanish citizenship by descent. The first possibility is if you were born to a Spanish mother, father, or even grandmother and grandfather who were once Spanish citizens, but they suffered exile due to various reasons, such as like political ones maybe, and they had to relinquish their Spanish passports, you can actually claim it on the basis of them being previous Spanish citizens. Another option is if your mother was a Spanish citizen, but before the entry into force of the Constitution in 1978, if she married a foreigner and due to that she lost the Spanish citizenship, you can still claim it on the basis that she was a Spanish citizen before that. It is very interesting to know that although many programs, even if you qualify for citizenship by descent, they might actually require you to spend a bit of time living there to claim that particular passport. With Spain, if you were born outside of Spain to a Spanish mother or father, or like a grandmother or grandfather, if you actually live in Spain for only 1 year, you can claim citizenship after that. The same applies if you were born in Spain. If you were born in Spain, by just 1 year of lawful residence, you can actually claim the citizenship that way. Although not exactly citizenship by descent, descendants of Sephardic Jews can actually also obtain Spanish citizenship by descent due to their ancestry and due to their connection to the Sephardic Jews. Until 2019, there was actually a special decree that emphasized the route and the importance of applying for citizenship in Spain through Sephardic Jew ancestry. And although that law doesn't exist now, it is still possible to apply for the citizenship on this basis because the government of Spain actually views this application as exceptional circumstance, and they will grant the passport to these ancestors by kind of a royal decree. And although we've mentioned, obviously, who is eligible, I want to also emphasize the importance and the biggest advantages of actually holding a Spanish passport. Obviously, Spain is in the European Union, so you have a very strong passport that can grant you access or visa-free access to a lot of countries, including the United States, Canada, Australia, and it allows you to be very flexible when it comes to your travel. So you don't really have to think of applying for a visa if you only hold the Spanish passport. Also, apart from that, Spain actually has territorial-based taxation. What that means is that just because you hold the Spanish citizenship, unless you actually live there, unless you spend a lot of time in Spain, you wouldn't really be due taxes in Spain. So you would not be taxable on your worldwide income as long as you do not maintain the tax residency in Spain. Apart from that, obviously being an EU country, you can live and work anywhere in the EU without actually having to go through the process of obtaining a residency, which is very convenient, especially if you like that part of the world. Now, if you are a Spanish citizen, you are actually also eligible for privileged visas to the US, which is like the E2 visa, which can grant you access to the US without necessarily becoming a tax resident of the US under certain circumstances. On top of that, if you are a Spanish citizen, your kids would automatically obtain the Spanish passport as well. Apart from that, if you're married, your spouse can also obtain the Spanish citizenship By marriage if the spouse lives in Spain for 1 year. A very important thing to note is that Spain generally does not allow dual citizenship, although there are some circumstances where it is allowed, such as if you are a dual citizen with Spain and like an Ibero-American country, such as like Mexico, Chile, something like that. So you can continue to hold dual citizenship, but just with certain countries, because Spain in general does not allow dual citizenship. So that is a very important thing to keep in mind if you are considering applying for this particular passport. As you might be aware, programs change all the time. So if you want to be kept in the loop and want to be aware of what has been happening in the world, if there are any changes to recent programs, or if there are any new programs coming up, make sure to follow our YouTube channel. And also, apart from that, if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to click like and let us know in the comments down below if there are any like topics, countries, anything that you are interested in that we could make a video about. Thank you for watching.